Session 9, Word Power Made Easy. This is the third part of Chapter 5, Origins and Related Words. Now we are going to understand the meaning of the words just by looking at them. You must have listened to this sentence even for the Session 8. Now see how simple we make understanding these words. Orthodontist. Understand, orthos in Greek means to straighten and odontos means tooth. So ortho means straight, odontos means tooth, straight the truth. That means orthodontist is the person that straightens your teeth. Right? It corrects your tooth. So ortho means straighten, odontos means teeth, orthodontist is the person that straightens your teeth. Now, periodontist. What do you understand? You know that odontos means tooth. Now peri is something which means around, surrounding, periphery, if you remember. So peri means surrounding and odontos means tooth. So what surrounds the tooth? Or what surrounds the teeth? It's the gum. So what periodontist is, he or she is a gum specialist. And the speciality is periodontics and the adjective is periodontic. So periodontist, periodontics, periodontic. Very easy. Just by looking at the word. Odontos, you mean tooth, and peri means surrounding the teeth. What it is? It's gum. So you're a gum specialist. Endodontist. Now it's very easy. Endon in Greek means within. So within the tooth, that is like the tooth pulp lies within the tooth. So the root canal specialist is also known as endodontist. It is like he specializes in one of the fields in dentistry and he is an endodontist who performs like root canal or works on the pulp of the tooth. Works on the pulp of the tooth or like specializes in root canal. He or she is an endodontist. And endodontics is the field and endodontic is the adjective. He specializes or he has endodontic interest. That means his interest lies in root canal or treating what is inside the teeth. Exodontics. X is out. So odontos means teeth. So what lies outside the teeth? It is like so the dentist that does your teeth whitening, teeth polishing, or works on the external periphery of the teeth is an exodontist. Optometrist. Now opsis or opticos means view or vision, and metron means measurement. So opto means optico, so basically opto means like vision, and meter, that means you're measuring the vision. So optometrist measures your vision. Thermometer, metron means to measure. What is therm is heat, so measurement of heat is done by thermometer. Barometer, by etymology baros is weight, so it should be like measurement of weight, but it's not the case. Metron is measurement and baro is weight, but here barometer is not the weighing, is not a meter that weighs, but rather it is used to measure atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure is measured with the help of barometer. Now sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. It is a device for measuring blood pressure. Sphygmos in Greek means pulse. So you are metron, measuring. So you are measuring sphygmos, which is the pulse. So for measuring blood pressure, the equipment that you use is sphygmomanometer. Metric system is a decimal system of weights and measurements. Bones, feet, hands. Osteopath. Osteon in Greek means bone and pathos, as you know, means disease or suffering. So bone suffering. So you might think that this osteopath cures the suffering because your bone is misplaced. No, that is an orthopedist, and we have studied about this earlier, that an orthopedist is the one that treats your bones. So what is this bone disease? That means sometimes disease in your body is caused because your bones are exerting pressure on your nervous system or on your blood vessels, because of which there is disease in your body due to undue pressure from the bone on your nervous system or on your blood vessels. So this osteopath cures that disease in your body which is caused because of undue pressure from or undue pressure exerted by your bones. Osteon is bone, pathos is disease. Osteopath cures the diseases by undue pressure exerted by your bones on your blood vessels. And the adjective is osteopathic. An adjective describes noun, osteopathic interest. Chiropodist. Now, care or kir means hand and podos means foot in Greek. So, a chiropodist practices chiropody. Now, what is a chiropodist? It's hand and foot. What does this person do? So, before the advent of labor-saving machinery, when laborers used to work in factory, they would develop calluses on on their hand and foot, or feet, on their hands and feet, and this chiropodist would cure the machine-related problems or whatever problems happened on their hands and feet. So that's the function of, or that's the job of a chiropodist, and a chiropodist practices chiropody. What is a chiropractor? You know, chiro means hand and practice means healers. So chiropractors heal with their hands. Chiro means hands, right? And practice means healers. So chiropractors, they heal with their hands, and the speciality is chiropractic. Now, chirography, hand and graphy. You know, chiro means hand, graphy means writing. So, art of writing beautifully is chirography. Chirographer, chirographic is the adjective, and the person that does chirography is chirographer, or the person that has chirographic interest is a chirographer. Do you remember graphology? Now you know that what do you mean by graphy? Writing, and logy means science. So the person that studies your handwriting is a graphologist. You remember this? Chiromancy. Now, mancy in Greek means to foretell. So the person that tells your future reading the lines on your hand is a chiromancer. Chiro, hand, mancy, you're foretelling. So the chiromancer, chiromantic is an adjective, and chiromancy is the field. So chiromancer practices chiromancy. Chiromancer has chiromantic interest. You know that pos or podos is foot in Greek. So now let's understand. Octo in Greek means 8 and pus is foot. So octopus means 8 foot. So animal with 8 feet. Platypus. Plats means broad or flat, and this platypus is a water mammal, and it lays eggs. It has flat feet, and that's the name platypus. Platis means broad or flat. So flat foot. Podium. Now understand. Ium means a place, and podos, you know, is foot. So place for foot is podium, and podium is the place where you actually stand. So the speakers stand, you know, on the podium and they give their speech. It's a place for foot, or it's a place for feet. Tripod. So 3 feet. It's a 3-leg stand for a camera. Podiatrist is another name for chiropodist. Understand how? I don't have to remember all these words. Just by looking at the words, sometimes I'm like, yeah, but I know the meaning. How? See, you know, podos is foot. Itria is medical healing. So medical healing of foot. And what does chiropodist do? It heals hands as well as feet. So podiatrist as well as chiropodist, they are the same. Podiatrist and chiropodist, they are the same. And the speciality of this, the podiatrist practices Podiatry. Very easy, just by reading them, understanding the medium. Podium, podos is like foot. Itria is medical healing. We discussed in the previous session. So podiatry is medical healing of foot, and that's what a chiropodist also does. Now practice the problems on session 9. Open your book, practice the problems on session 9, the true and false and the fill in the blank. You don't have to read the session because you've already learned the session from the video. Just practice and come back. Click on the next video for session 10.